I'm taking on the challenge to see how much plastic I can collect from the beach in just 1 hour. Let's see what we can do to help our oceans. The ocean, it's like the heart of our planet, right? It's where all life began, and it's still home to an incredible array of species. But sadly, our seas are facing a major crisis: plastic pollution. It's choking our oceans, harming marine life, and even affecting human health. The thought of it is pretty overwhelming. But understanding the problem is the first step to solving it. Every year, over 8 million tons of plastic waste enter our oceans. That's a lot of plastic, enough to fill a garbage truck every minute. This plastic pollution affects marine ecosystems in a big way. It gets tangled in coral reefs, causes sea turtles to mistake it for food, and even leads to the death of many marine animals. The impact on the food chain is also a major concern. Small fish eat microplastics, bigger fish eat the small ones, and eventually, that plastic ends up on our plates. The problem doesn't stop there. Plastic pollution also affects the habitats of many marine animals. For example, plastic debris can accumulate in huge patches in the ocean, like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. These patches are not just eyesores. They are also huge repositories of toxic chemicals that can poison marine life. Let's not forget about the tiny microplastics that get ingested by tiny marine animals, which can then work their way up the food chain to us. The truth is, plastic pollution is a massive problem, and it's not going to solve itself. We need to take responsibility for our actions and make some serious changes. But before we can do that, we need to understand where all this plastic is coming from. One major source of plastic pollution is single-use plastics, things like straws, bags, and water bottles. We use them for a few minutes, but they stay in the environment for hundreds of years. Fishing gear is another huge contributor. Abandoned nets and lines can catch and kill marine animals, and they're really hard to clean up. Microplastics are also a big problem. They come from things like face wash and synthetic clothing, and they're so small that they can easily get into the ocean. Microplastics are everywhere, in our clothes, in our food, even in our drinking water. It's no wonder they're showing up in marine life too. When marine animals ingest microplastics, it can lead to all sorts of problems, from blockages to toxic chemicals in their bodies. And it's not just marine life that's affected. Microplastics can also end up in our food chain, potentially harming human health. Let's talk about a specific example. Sea turtles, for instance, are particularly vulnerable to plastic pollution. They often mistake plastic bags and other debris for jellyfish, which are their favorite food. When they ingest plastic, it can block their digestive tracts and even cause death. It's heartbreaking to think about, but it's a reality we're facing today. Coral reefs are another example. They're already stressed from climate change, and plastic pollution is just making things worse. When plastic debris settles on coral reefs, it can cause coral disease and even kill the coral. That's a big problem because coral reefs are some of the most diverse ecosystems on the planet. So, what can we do about all this? We need to take action, and we need to take it now. We need to reduce our use of single-use plastics, increase recycling, and clean up the plastic that's already in our oceans. It's a big challenge, but it's not impossible. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new today. Plastic pollution is a serious issue, but by working together, we can make a difference. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think we can do to tackle plastic pollution? Don't forget to subscribe for more content on environmental issues. And check out our next video on solutions to plastic pollution.